For an entire month, she didn't reach out once. No calls, no messages, no explanation, just silence. At first, I told myself it was a misunderstanding. Maybe she was busy or dealing with stress. But as the days dragged on, it became painfully clear. This was intentional. She was testing me, seeing how far she could push, expecting me to crumble or plead for attention. Each ignored message, each unanswered call, left a hollow ache in my chest. But I refused to give her the satisfaction of witnessing my pain. I didn't call her friends, I didn't confront her family, and I didn't follow her. I waited, silently observing, curious to see if she would return on her own, to see what it would take for someone to disappear for 30 days and assume life would stay the same. It was harder than I expected. Every day, the urge to reach out, to demand answers, to let frustration boil over, gnawed at me. But I held firm. I knew that any reaction would only give her the upper hand. So I endured, letting my patience harden like steel. Life carried on around me, but nothing felt complete. Friends asked about her, and I smiled politely, offering no details, revealing none of the turmoil inside. My routines, my work, even my hobbies, all fell hollow without her presence, and without closure. The house echoed with silence, a stark contrast to the laughter that once filled its rooms. But instead of letting despair take hold, I focused on myself, on standing firm, and letting her absence reflect the consequences of her choices. I waited for the day she would face the reality she had ignored. Then one evening, she appeared as if nothing had happened. Perfectly dressed, hair flawless, a radiant, almost smug smile on her face. "Lesson learned," she said casually, as though 30 days of silence had left no mark. She expected forgiveness, perhaps gratitude for returning. She thought her charm could erase weeks of deliberate neglect. I didn't respond. I let the silence stretch, letting her feel the weight of everything she had done. She searched my eyes, expecting warmth, relief, or apology, but found none. Slowly, her confident smile wavered. The room seemed charged with tension, and finally, she saw the impact of her actions mirrored in my calm demeanor. "You thought ignoring me for 30 days would make me beg, fall apart, or chase you," I said quietly, my voice steady. "But you miscalculated." Fear flickered across her face as she realized my patience had not been weakness. It had been preparation. For a month, I had absorbed the hurt, processed betrayal, and emerged stronger. My calmness now cut sharper than any words could, slicing through the smugness she brought into the room. She tried to reach for me, a hesitant, pleading gesture. I'm sorry," she whispered, voice trembling. I didn't move. I didn't flinch. I let her guilt and the emptiness of her actions settle fully. She had expected closure on her terms, but instead, she faced the full weight of reality. "I have changed," I said, voice firm, resolute. "And the person you thought you could control no longer exists." Her eyes widened, the smile fading instantly. She had assumed I would welcome her back, eager to smooth over the gaps she had caused. Instead, she found a wall of resolve, an unwavering determination that charm, excuses, or last-minute apologies could not sway. Her attempts to explain, to manipulate, to reclaim what she thought she lost, fell flat. The lesson she intended to teach me, that she could act without consequence, had been turned on its head. She now understood that trust, once fractured, cannot be repaired with mere words, and that my silence had spoken louder than anything else. As she finally walked away, I watched her leave without pleading or hesitation. Her arrogant smile, once a symbol of control, was gone. The room felt lighter, freed from the tension she had tried to impose. In that moment, I felt something I hadn't in a long time: peace. 30 days of silence had been enough. She had learned her lesson, not in the way she expected, but in the way she deserved. And I walked forward, certain I would never let anyone disrespect me again.